Hi guys, my name is Nengi and I want to thank you for stopping by and watching my video. If you have found yourself on this video, that means you're interested in digital currency. And I want to applaud you for wanting to understand more and wrap your head around it. So, before we get started though, I just wanted to let you know that I have actually shot a series of videos that I need you to watch. In order to understand this whole phenomena, you need to watch all 5 videos, because the first video, which is the one you're watching, talks about the introduction and understanding of digital, crypto, and virtual currencies. The next one is why it came about, and then we talk about Bitcoin, which is what most people probably have heard. And then we're going to talk about the challenges that Bitcoin faces, and then the last video talks about the solution. So I hope after you watch all 5, you have a good grasp of what it is and where to go from here. So let's get started. Digital, crypto, virtual. Honestly, a couple years ago, I did hear about Bitcoin and I did not even bother to look into what it was. I was just like, this is a complicated technology. I don't care. Right? So you probably found yourself in the same shoes. Um, but so what I've decided actually is break it up into different sections. So we're gonna start out with digital currency, and then we are going to go into virtual currency, and then we're going to go into crypto. So one thing you will notice across the board is that all these different phrases or names really mean the same thing. It means the same thing. It is not in physical form, right? Digital, think about it. Digital on the internet. We're talking about digital pictures. We talk about digital money, even debit, credit. People still consider that digital. Um, and then virtual, meaning you can't really touch it. And then crypto is completely something separate. We'll talk about that. So let's talk about digital currency. The easiest and the most common word or phrase that is used to associate money you can't touch is digital currency. And like I said, it's really not in physical form. You're used to cash. When I go into a store, I either give them cash or I give them my debit card, but still it's physical. Whereas digital, it really isn't. I can have a wallet online that sends you money. I can have my phone. Granted, it's still, physical. Your phone is physical, but it's digital money. You don't really see it. It's just ones and zeros being recorded on a ledger somewhere. You are debiting and you're crediting. All right? So wrap your head around that. Now, digital currencies over time have come to be used as a medium of exchange, meaning if you do a service for me and I want to pay you, I send digital currency. And the thing is, with digital currency, obviously the community has decided that it has value. Now, the reason why I applaud you for being here to try and understand what digital currency is, because some of us really got into this by not by choice. It's a funny story. And I'm not going to tell it here, but just to let you know, if you've ever tried to send money across borders, it can be very tricky. It's like two different languages. It's like the English speaking Mandarin or something. It's and they're not communicating. The other end wants an IBAN. Do you even know what an IBAN is? No. I go to my bank and I say the other bank needs an IBAN. And they're like, we don't have an IBAN. And I'm like, well, how do I send money if you don't know what an IBAN? Oh my God, don't even get me started. So this is how I got baptized into this. But after that experience, let me tell you, it was amazing because I ran into Bitcoin and it happened like that. So the other thing is the transactions happen instantaneously. So when I click send. After confirmations, the other person has the money. Now, how easy was that? How do you not want that? That's the part I don't get. How do you not want that? And the transactions are done across borders. So it's not like I have to walk into the bank, do a wire, fill out the bank information of the receiving end, and and the fees. My God, have you ever done a credit card transaction and then you see an international fee? Like, really? But do you know what that international fee is? Granted, in the bank's defense, I think that fee is really to convert whatever currency you're sending, let's say USD, into euro. There's an exchange rate there. You guys don't think about things like that. When they send money, when the bank sends money from a USD account into a euro account, there's an exchange fee, an exchange rate that needs to be paid. And when we send money, we don't think about things like that. All you see is a fee and we freak out. Yet, with digital currency, you don't see that because it's still the same currency, just across borders. And that's why the fees are so freaking lower. I'm such a fan if you can't tell. Anywho, so that was digital currency. Let's talk about virtual currency. In some communities, this labeling is used. It's not really that used in the common public. You wouldn't go, let's say, you wouldn't, oh, what's your virtual currency? No. The main label is digital currency. But again, virtual really means it's not in physical form. You can't touch it. Think about virtual reality. It's in your head somewhere. In this case, it's again in ones and zero. It's digital money. It's not issued by any bank or a public authority. So like your whatever bank you use, it's not issued by that. Nobody actually controls this currency. People just decided that it has value, and if I give you X, it has a certain value, and you accept X. All right? So it's just another label that's being used. And then finally, we have cryptocurrency. Now, up to this point, we did not mention crypto. But before I go any further, cryptocurrency, again, it just means it's not in physical form. However, the word crypto is based on cryptology. And cryptology is really a process by which you take certain information and convert it into an uncrackable code. That's what I'm looking at. And that's used to track purchases and transfers. So for digital currency and virtual currency, they all use cryptology. Otherwise, it's not secure. The whole point of cryptology is to make this transaction secure. If you think about World War II, this is when this came about, cryptology came about. You know, when Germans were sending messages and it was crypted and you had to decode it. So what cryptology does is it makes it so that it's not crackable. Whatever information is sent across the internet, you know, you see ones and zero, but for the person on the receiving end to actually decode it, they need a code. That's the whole point of cryptology, and this is what makes this secure. So both digital currency and virtual currency use cryptology. It's just that some people like to call it cryptocurrency. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. We're all referring to the same thing. Currency that is not in physical form. It's in ones and zeros. All right. So I hope this video has clarified a little bit for you what these words mean, what the labeling are, and whatnot. And you're ready for the next video, and it's actually going to get more exciting. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below this video. And I do want to thank you for watching this. I'm looking forward to any questions. I'm looking forward to educating the masses. This is the future of money. All right. Thank you very much.